So we're going to be detecting and responding to malware. This is a pretty cool lab. Some of this is going to require some work in our local browser, so I'm going to go ahead and open that up. We want to go to joesandbox.com, right? joesandbox.com. All right, I'm going to, let's do this. I'm going to detach this for now. Split this. And I'll have this over here. Alright, so we're on joesandbox.com. This is a pretty cool website. Open website for you all. You can actually register, get an account there. I believe there's a paid version as well, but use this website to analyze different malware, analyze different malicious activities. So if you just play around with it, scroll down, just get a feel for the overview, right? We can analyze things based off of different operating systems. If you want to analyze malware or some type of malicious activity on the Windows operating system, you can. On the Mac operating system, Android, Linux, you can, and there are advanced options. You can upload your sample, you can browse a website or download it from another location, or as well, you can upload it via command line. There are different ways you can define and choose your sample that you want to analyze. Alright, so let's go ahead and go through these instructions. Alright, so first thing, you want to look over the deep malware analysis page. Right, that's what we just did. Next, let's go over to results, right? We're going to select this tab over here, results. These are all the results that have been uploaded into Joe's Sandbox as of today, right? There are a bunch of results. You can keep scrolling, right? There are thousands and thousands and thousands of pages. You can also see different malware trends up here. Let's go and keep on moving along. Alright, so in the search bar right here, in the search we can search for a variety of different things. We can search for hashes, ID tags. We can search for names, right? So let's go ahead and search for Zeus, the Zeus bot. Right, Zeus was a very, very, very common malware back in the day. I'm gonna paste this in here. Alright, this was, did I type this? Had the dot at the end. Maybe that messed it up. Alright, cool. Here's Zeus, malicious. Definitely malicious, right? Obviously, it's letting us know that it's malicious. Joe's Sandbox is a tool that we can use to analyze malware. We can use to analyze malware. Here's some more information about Zeus. I definitely recommend that you look into it. It was something big in the bank sector. Back in the day, it's not as common as it used to be, but it is still relevant. All right. Next, we are going to, let's go ahead and look at this report. We can look at the Zeus report by selecting HTML, and the report is pretty lengthy, y'all. It goes into extreme details about this malware, gives you general overview, detection, different signatures that you can use to detect it, classification, right? And if you keep scrolling down, I mean, this thing goes on and on and on and on and on, right? The MITRE ATT&CK framework, right? MITRE ATT&CK framework is definitely something very popular in the field. I highly recommend that you become familiar with this, right? It's just an attack matrix that MITRE has put together. MITRE is an organization. They put together this attack matrix to define different tactics and techniques that attackers and APTs they go through when they're trying to deliver their payloads. Alright, so it says from the MITRE ATT&CK matrix section of the Zeus analysis report, what attack technique groups does this malware demonstrate? So we have credential accessing and command and control. Command and control, credential accessing. Alright, so now we're going to look at a different malware called Mirror. Okay, this is a bot. I'm going to scroll all the way to the top. I'm actually going to come back to this initial tab and I'm just going to post it in here. And same thing, we're going to get a lot of different hits on this malware. All right, it's going to be a lot of different hits. I'm going to select this one right here, go to the HTML report. And once again, we're going to get a bunch of different information just like with Zeus. So this is a pretty cool tool that you can use to get information about malware. Let's say that you have malware on your system, you want to upload it into Joe's Sandbox. Please do so. You're going to get a lot of information regarding this. The analysis is extreme. All right, so this is just one tool that we can use to analyze malware. All right, we're going to go to the next section. Another tool we can use is called virustotal.com. Right, virustotal.com. But before we go there, let's go to this site here. We're going to go to Eker. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. We're going to go to eker.org. All right, Eker.org has, if we go to download anti-malware test file, it's not going to download anything for you, right? Not right here, right? This is a section where you can download malicious. It has malicious signatures in the file, right? You can download a test file that has malicious signatures in the file just to make sure that your antivirus is working. Let's say you bought a new antivirus and you want to make sure it's working. Well, here's a file that does have malicious signature inside of it, right? And your antivirus should detect it. If it doesn't detect it, then you know that you probably don't have a good antivirus or anti-malware application. Alright, so I'm not going to download this. Alright, I'm not going to download any of this. So what we're going to do is go over to Kali. We'll come back here in a minute, but we'll go to Kali, which I'm already on. So I'm going to put this back, join the window back together. So we're on Kali right now. Let's go and log in. You know the username, roots. You know the password. Let's do our thing. First thing we're going to do is mount this CD-ROM. I'm going to open up the terminal. I'm going to right click on this CD and select mount volume. And I'm going to copy everything from that CD to our downloads folder. Then I'm going to go into the downloads folder. And we can see that the CD had two things in it. It had a zip file and a text file. We open up the text file. You can see this test string, right? This is the same thing that was on that Eker website that we could have downloaded, right? Your antivirus, if it is working and functioning properly, if it's up to date, it should be able to test that this, it should be able to assess that this is a malicious string. All right, next we're gonna unzip the zip file. The zip file had extracted Eker underscore or Eker CompTIA. Well, let's see what it extracted. All right, so this is what it gave us. Oh, it's a zip file inside of a zip file. Okay, so we gotta unzip it again. It's a zip file inside of a zip file, which is pretty common when you're trying to share malware with each other. So the first thing we unzipped was this ekercom2.zip, and then the second thing we unzipped was eker_com. Alright, so now we can see we have this guy right here. Let's see what's inside of it. Another malicious string. Okay, cool. Alright, so now we're going to go to VirusTotal. Okay, now we're going to go to VirusTotal, so I'm going to open that back up. Before I do that, let me detach this. And I'm going to open up VirusTotal back up. So we're going to go to virustotal.com. Alright, VirusTotal, this is something that I use more often than Joe's Sandbox. You can upload malicious content, upload malicious URLs, upload hashes to see if they are malicious or not. Alright, to see if they are malicious or not. So we're at VirusTotal. We're going to go to the URL section, and what we're going to do is, where's the link at? Search and scan, I think, is this it? We're gonna let me make sure we got the right one. Copy this. Let's go ahead and paste it into the URL of VirusTotal. Alright, looks like we're only getting one hit back, right? This is a list of vendors. VirusTotal is pretty cool. You have a list of vendors that are taking whatever you're inputting, and it's going to, they are going to check if they have seen any malicious strings or they have any information in regards to whether that what you provided is malicious or clean. Right now, only one company, one vendor, AutoShun, is saying that this website is malicious, which is okay because there are malicious content on that website for testing though. For testing. So we go to detail section. Right. Detection, details. The first time we get some more information about what we share, right? The input that we put in. So a lot of information here. I really recommend that you get familiar with this. Even if you have basic files, a Word document on your computer, upload it into VirusTotal and get familiar with it. The first time that this was shared was in 2010, right? The first time that this .org website was shared was in 2010. So I'm going to go ahead and click 2010 right here. Score that. Alright, so we're going to you can reanalyze it. It's just going to run it back through the same function, which is okay. So what we're going to do is take this hash, right? This is the hash of one of the zip files that we downloaded. Alright, well first let's get the hash ourselves. I'm going to move this aside and I'm going to put the instructions back together. So they provided the hash, but you also want to know how to do it yourself. Alright, so we're just going to do SHA-256 sum. We're going to get the SHA-256 hash of this file, icrcom2.zip. Alright, that is the hash of that file. I'm going to copy it from right here. Right click, copy. And what I'm going to do is take this over to VirusTotal. It's going to go back to VirusTotal's homepage by selecting that. I'm going to go to search and I'm going to put that hash inside of VirusTotal and select enter. Right, so look at what it gave us back. Everybody's saying that this is malicious except for a few vendors. Alright, most of them are saying that this hash is malicious except for a few vendors. On what tab of the VirusTotal analysis report will you find information about execution parents and bundled files? That's going to be under here, the relations tabs. You will find information about execution parents and the bundled files, right? This is execution parents or files that create the file being studied upon. This is what created the file. right? And then the bundle files, that's other files stored inside of what we inputted. All right, we're gonna go ahead and score that. Boom, we did some malware analysis using 2 different websites, y'all. Joe's Sandbox and VirusTotal. Please, 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 anytime you download applications, even if you don't have a tool to get the hash of your application, you can upload it into VirusTotal. It will give you the hash, right? If you download something, you don't know if it's secure, you don't know if it's safe, you don't know if it's clean, upload it into virustotal.com to check it out. You could even use Joe's Sandbox as well. All right, questions. What are the benefits of using a sandbox malware analysis? Quick analysis of suspicious files. Analysis performed separate from production systems. Automated evaluation of detonated code. Detailed information about evaluated samples. We're going to go with all of the above. What are options to submit code samples to Joe's Sandbox? Well, we can just take a look at that, right? We go back to Joe's Sandbox, go back to the main menu. Well, the options we have to submit code, we have command line options, we have download and execute, where did it go? We have URL, I'll select that. We have, I don't see USB drive on here, and I don't see a hash submission. Okay, so I'm gonna go with URL, and I don't see direct upload. Let's see, we got it wrong, so we're missing something. Let's see if direct upload was the one we're missing. Yes, it is. All right, sweet. What types of submissions are supported by VirusTotal? Domain name, IP address, hash submission, URL retrieval, all of the above. Whoops. The eager test file is a malicious string. Yes, it is. No, it's not. It's not a malicious string. It's just a test file. I'm sorry. It's just a test file. It's not actually malicious. However, your anti-malware, your antivirus should detect it as it being malicious, but it's not actually a malicious code. It's not going to do anything malicious on your system if you were to download it onto your computer. All right, so when using online malware scanning services, when using an online malware scanning service, uploading a file and using a hash of a suspicious file both provide confidentiality. No. Hashes don't provide confidentiality, they provide integrity. Hashes provide integrity. They allow us to validate the integrity of our files, of our data, whatever that we're interacting with. We can validate the integrity of it. And that is it, y'all. That is it for this section. I will see you in the next video.